This is North Georgia's News Talk.
WTUN. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
Welcome back to Game On, 34 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm Katie B. Davis. Hope everybody's having an incredible evening, and thanks so much for being here with us. We got a giveaway coming up in momentarily, but the coolest picture just tweeted out. Of course, Chase Elliott made it known that he was unknown prior to his nationwide win this past Friday. After qualifying happened for the nationwide race, he was able to go on about his business. Nobody paid any attention to it, and they were all clamoring for Junior and Kozlowski and Patrick, and nobody paid any attention to him. Today, Chase Elliott, who won his first nationwide series race this past Friday, is on the field with the Atlanta Braves chatting it up with Freddie Gonzalez. Wow, what a win like that will do for you. Good for him. Good for that young man. Because by all accounts, and I do mean by all accounts, I'm not just using an oft-used phrase. By all accounts, he is a quality young man. He'll be on Game On Monday for an extended interview. If you missed out on the 2 G-Braves tickets that we gave away an hour ago, dry those eyes. We've got 2 more that we're giving away to Friday's home opener versus Durham. It's a 7:05 first pitch. The G-Braves want you to come on down to Coolray Field this weekend to watch your Gwinnett Braves kick off the 2014 season at home. Friday's opening night marks the return of the Friday Fireworks Series, and don't miss Atlanta Braves legend Chipper Jones throw out the first pitch on Saturday. Availability is limited, so get your tickets today by calling 678-277-0340 or visit GwinnettBraves.com. Now, to pick up the 2 free tickets we're giving away to Friday night's opening game at Coolray Field of the season, you need to be the 5th caller in to 770-535-2911. Here's the good news, folks. You're going to pick them up at will call. You don't have to come to our studios. If you live in Winder, if you live in Swanee, you don't have to come to our studios to pick up the tickets. The tickets will be in your name at will call. 5th caller in to 770-535-2911 wins 2 Gwinnett Braves tickets for this Friday's home opener versus Durham. While we wait on our 5th caller, Tennessee junior Will Maddox has been a standout not just for the Vols for the last 3 years, but an SEC standout. He was named Player of the Week earlier this season, currently batting .306. His freshman year, he started 55 games with a .297 average. He ended up with and started every game last year batting .333. The 23rd ranked Vols have a big series with Georgia in Athens this weekend, so I thought it would be a good time to have Will on and talk about how he's been able to sustain such success in his tenure with the Big Orange.
I think, honestly, it just has to, it comes from what you do, like, on your own time, how you commit yourself on your own in the off-season, and on an everyday basis. I try to outwork everybody else, and that's how I go about it every single day, and I think that's what pays off for me, and also a combination of having great teammates to push me and great coaching staff to push me, and I think those are the main ingredients of success.
When you say off-season work, I want you to tell us what it is you do in the off-season to not just keep that swing at the speed at which you swing and not just to keep the dynamics of your fielding intact, but also to make sure that your body stays ready to play in what is a very lengthy season.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hardest part, because it's easy to go every day and hit and throw and take ground balls. Like, that's the fun part, but the hard part, but maybe the most important part, is just staying healthy and maintaining that speed and everything. And in the offseason, I do a lot of different things. I mean, I did the workouts that our strength coach has drawn out for us. I do some speed work with Josh Owings at the Ozone, and I work out there some, and I think that's really helped me over Christmas and stuff, do that. And then over the summer, you're playing every day, so you're just trying to maintain your weight, and that's kind of what I do. I just kind of stick to that.
You all started the season off very hot. Well, you've lost some games in a row, and most notably 5 when you started out with a series against South Carolina and then lost a couple to Vanderbilt before winning a couple against Vanderbilt. What do you attribute to the hot start this season? Were you all just excited to get back out on the diamond and play?
Yeah, I think that we had a chip on our shoulder. I think nobody was giving us respect. Nobody thought we were going to be good. Everybody was counting us out, and we came out hungry to prove everybody wrong, and that's what we were able to do. We played with a chip on our shoulder from the first game on.
Well, and that was evident by the lengthy win streak that you all had to start the season. You've got a big series starting tomorrow with the University of Georgia, fresh off a win yesterday against number 14 Clemson. Are you excited about coming, quote, home to play and playing in front of some hometown fans? And what's the matchup with Georgia look like for you guys?
Yeah, this is a huge weekend for us. I feel like we had a great weekend against Vanderbilt. We finally beat them in the series, which hadn't happened in a couple of years, and Georgia's a good team, and yeah, I'm excited about coming home. I'm going to get to see some family that I haven't seen in a while, some other close friends like the Thompsons, Brad Thompson, Cade Thompson, all of them, my second family, the Thompsons, and I'm glad I'm going to be able to catch up with some people I haven't been able to see in a while. And for our team, I mean, I think I have a good feeling about this weekend for us. I think we match up with Georgia well, and as long as we play our game and continue to stay hungry and play every inning and every pitch, I think we'll be able to come out on top.
Before we get to what in your past made you the player that you are today, I want to talk leadership. You have grown into a leader for this University of Tennessee baseball team. What is an integral part of leadership in your mind, Will?
I think a lot of it's just trying to stay even keeled a lot of the time when things are going incredible, kind of bring the team back down and understand that we still have a long way to go, and when things are going awful, to bring the team back up and understand that things can get worse. So I think that's one of the main parts of leadership, and also just how you go about every day and how you go about your work and how you go about preparing for every game and how you play every day. That's what I try to do. I try to work harder and play harder than everybody else, and I just try to lead by example most of the time.
We're continuing our conversation with Tennessee starting second baseman Will Maddox. Had an incredible first 3 years, well, actually 2.5 years at the University of Tennessee, and no doubt going to continue that streak in the last half of the season for the Vols. Will Maddox, also, though, a former Gainesville High Red Elephant. You played in the first season for what's become sort of a youth baseball movement around here called the Gainesville Braves. How did playing in that organization and then playing for Gainesville High School help you become the player that you are right now?
I think it helped a lot. I think it helped a ton. It was the first year, and I think it was we were young. We were just young enough where it was a lot of fun, but it was a big point in our baseball careers. I feel like getting us ready and getting us prepared for what was coming up in the future. And it was a lot of fun. I think that was the main thing. That's where you started feeling that love for the game.
I love it that you just said really fostered your love for the game, because I believe that to be the most important part to being successful in a game is first loving it. So I love that you said that. I want to wrap up with you on this note. Now, the Gainesville Braves still going strong here in Gainesville, and you've got a family member that's playing for the Gainesville Braves baseball organization right now, and that's your female cousin, Isabelle Rediger. She's the starting second baseman for the 7 and under Gainesville Braves, I believe. Talk about that young lady amongst boys doing her thing and being a starting second baseman. That's got to make her older cousin a bit proud, yeah?
Oh, it makes me more than just a bit proud. It's incredible. I mean, she's the real deal, you know. She refuses to believe that she's going to have to play softball one day. I think she fully believes she's going to be the starting second baseman for the boys' Gainesville baseball team. So I think that's part of what makes her so good. I've never met somebody. My parents say this year reminds them a lot of me. That every second I'm home, every time I see her when she does our games, she's always wanting to play catch or hit or something. And I think she just loves it. And like you said, that's the most important part. If you love it as much as somebody like she does, she's going to be successful. And I think she's having a great time. Every time I hear she's been doing great, and she loves playing all the time, and she's done a great job. So I'm really proud of her. I couldn't be any more proud of her.
Well, let me tell you, if she continues to play the way she's playing, I think Jeremy Kemp wouldn't mind having her as his starting second baseman. Will Maddox, Will Maddox, pleasure talking to you, young man. Best of luck to you in Athens. I know a bevy of folks from Gainesville are going to be down there to watch you play, so show out for them, and I hope your UT Vols do the same. And we'll be catching up with you again soon. Thank you.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The Tennessee Vols ranked 23rd in the nation going into Athens. Big series against the Georgia Bulldogs. Folks, Georgia coming off a victory against number 14 Clemson yesterday. So both these teams have showed their merit over the course of the season. Before I get to my next little bit, I want to congratulate Brandy Ellis of Clarksville, winner of the 2 G Braves tickets to Friday's home opener. We've got another pair we're going to give away tomorrow, so make sure you're tuned in to Game On from 6:30 to 8 for your chance to win another pair of G Braves tickets to Friday's home opener. I mentioned the Gainesville Braves Baseball Club, and I've talked about them a lot. My nephew plays for the Gainesville Braves, Baxter Wright. And I'm going to brag. Get over it. I'm going to brag. Hit 2 home runs the other day. Plays 8 and under. 2 home runs. And had a triple. And so pretty proud aunt. I'm a very proud aunt. But love the Gainesville Braves organization, and of course, really appreciate the fact that they let an Isabelle Rediger start on a non-co-ed team. This isn't a co-ed team. She's good enough. Girls aren't starting all the way out. That's not what this is. This isn't a rec league. She's good enough. And so I appreciate them. They were formed in 2008. You just heard Will Maddox talk about them a little bit, but they're doing something special for the UT Georgia matchup, and here's why. Obviously, Will's got great ties to the Gainesville area. Several Georgia players are also tied to the Gainesville area, and more importantly, the Gainesville Braves, most notably David Gonzalez, who's a pitcher for Georgia. But if you think about it, folks, David Sosby is from White County, and Luke Crumley is from White County, and they're both standout players for UGA. And then there's Skylar Weber, who played at Gainesville High School, and he's a standout at UGA. So there are all these worlds coming together this weekend in Athens. They're very, very familiar with each other. And a lot of them have ties to this G-Braves organization that I've been talking about. Obviously, Isabelle being the cousin of Will. Luke Maddox, who's the current starting second baseman, played for the G-Braves. That's Will's brother. So, a lot of ties going on there. But the first 30 Gainesville Braves player, and if you are in the organization right now, I want you to hear me on this. The first 30 Gainesville Braves players to go to the game in Athens Friday, wearing their Gainesville Braves jersey, will get in free. Saturday, the first 20 will get in free. You just got to wear your Gainesville Braves jersey. You're going to get to see a great SEC matchup, folks. This isn't a gimme game. This ain't Georgia and North Texas. This is an incredible SEC matchup. 23rd ranked Vols coming to town to play the Georgia Bulldogs. First 30 Gainesville Braves players to go to the game in Athens Friday wearing their jersey get in free. First 20 to show up in their Gainesville Braves jersey Saturday will get in free. The Friday game is at 7. The Saturday game is at 4. So Gainesville Braves parents and players listening, go see some big-time college basketball this weekend. Go do it. Take time. You're on spring break. What do you care? Go do it. And wear your jersey to get in free. Really loved talking to Will Maddox. He was on the bus. He was on the charter bus down to Athens when I got him on the phone and had just stuffed a salad in his mouth because I was in such a rush to talk to him because I had so much to do today. So I definitely appreciate his time. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this Wednesday edition of Game On before KDB does what? That's right. Joins her eclectic dinosaurs to go whip up on some folks at trivia. At Locos. Yeah, I can't wait for it. You're listening to Game On WDUN.